So we're in here. I'm gonna hold down. I'm gonna thread under. And now,
come over and look at this, guys.
to finish this kimura, I would need to be able to lift his shoulder up or push his wrist down. So traditionally, the way that we would finish this is by stepping over and I'd elevate, and then I can move it back. We're gonna do something just a little bit different here. So I'm gonna pull this up. The higher I get this, the tighter it's gonna be. I'm gonna relax because he has tight shoulders, but I wanna switch this to a one-hand grip. So now, I'm gonna come around like north-south, and I'm gonna come in underneath his head, and I'm gonna grab right over here. I'm grabbing the material on the back side.
Your own arm, right?
Yes, my own arm.
Fingers
Grabbing
are in the arm.
right near the elbow over here. So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna bear down onto his head and his neck, and at the same time, I'm gonna roll forward and start pulling this up and in. And so what's gonna happen is it's gonna start raising this up, activating the kimura, but also my shoulder over here is gonna be pressing down on the neck and essentially raising his head up into a choke. So from here, I come in and I'm rolling up for the kimura and crushing down with that choke. So it's just a slightly different way of finishing and activating that kimura. Okay, so one more time. So we're in side control over here. For me to get the kimura grip, the side that's the hand that's closer to his feet is going to pin the wrist, and then I thread in under the shoulder, and I'm going to bring this in. So this is my traditional kimura grip right over here, but now I'm going to just pull this in. I'm going to grab. So I've got the wrist over here. I've got it nice and snug. Come over to north-south. I back up. I'm going to take his face and just kind of mush it to the side here, and then come in underneath. So it's kind of like a guillotine type grip. Now I'm going to grab my elbow right here by the bicep. I'm going to grab to lock that connection. And so now I want to do two things simultaneously. I want to kind of hoist him forward a little so I can pull that kimura and also crush down on the head and neck. So I'm going to plant my toes. I'm going to come in and start rolling up on it. Questions? If it's done right, it should feel like there's crushing over here and the shoulder at the same time. One more time.
Why don't you do it on Ethan?
All right.
His eyes opened up so fast.
Do you want Professor Sean to do it on Ethan?
Sean shaved in the head and now he's perfect.
He's perfect.
I get a stripe for that.
Yeah.
All right, so side control, I'm in here. The foot side hand is gonna pin this down at the wrist. The head side hand comes in under the shoulder, and I'm gonna grab. This is my traditional kimura grip right over here. The better, or the higher I get this elbow, and the closer in I get the wrist, the better the kimura is gonna be. So I'm gonna kind of hike this up here and grab. So now that's strapped in, frees up this hand. So I come around to north-south. I'm gonna smash his face, make him look to the left, come in under, and grab my sleeve right at the elbow. Now, I'm gonna drive in and kind of roll him up. And so as he comes up, his head and neck are getting smashed from this choke. And I bring that torso and shoulders up a little bit to activate the kimura. So right around there is when he's gonna tap. How'd that feel, Ethan? Okay, it feels fine. That's how you know you're doing it right. When your opponent's like, this is no big deal, but they still tap anyway.
Yeah.
All right, any questions? Okay, get with your partner. Let's give it a try. 1, 2.